Hello and welcome to this episode of The Diary of the Lawyer. And the issue I'm discussing today is the report by various news agencies, including the Associated Press, that Europe, the EU, meaning, is cracking down on big tech, and which will lead to changes when people sign on to many of the social medias they use. And starting Friday, people in the EU bloc will see their own life sort of change according to the actions taken by the European Union. This is referring to the 27-nation European Union, which the steps taken, which can alter some of what shows up when people search, scroll, and share on some of the biggest social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and other giants like Google and Amazon. And the reason is because many of the big tech companies headquartered in the US are now subject to a pioneering new set of EU digital regulations. And the Digital Service Act aims to protect Europeans when it comes to privacy, transparency, and removal of harmful or illegal content. And they've listed around 5 things that will change when one signs on. So, the automated recommendation system decide based on people's profiles, what they see in their feeds, and those can be switched on. So you can turn off AI recommended videos. Meta, which is the owner of Facebook, which we've talked about in one of the previous episodes, said users can opt out of its artificial intelligence ranking and recommendation systems that determine which Instagram Reels, Facebook Stories, and search results to show. And in place of that, people can choose to view content only from people they follow, starting with the newest posts. That's interesting. And search results will be based only on the words they type, not personalized based on a user's previous activity and interests. And the Meta president of Global Affairs, Nick Clegg, said in a blog post, on TikTok, instead of being shown videos based on what users previously viewed, the For You feed will serve up popular videos from the area around the world. Now, turning off recommender systems means also that the video sharing platforms, which is followings and friends feeds, will show posts from account users which follow in the chronological order. And those on Snapchat, for example, can opt out of a personalized content experience. Now, algorithmic recommendation systems based on user profiles have been blamed for creating so-called filter bubbles and pushing social media users to increasingly extreme posts. And the European Commission wants users to have at least one other option for content recommendation that's not based on profiling. Users should find it easier to report a post, video, or comment that breaks the law or violates the platform's rules so that it can be viewed and taken down if required. That's important. TikTok has started giving users an additional reporting option for content, including advertising, that they believe is illegal. And to pinpoint the problem, people can choose from categories such as hate speech and harassment, suicide and self-harm, misinformation, or frauds and scams. The app by Chinese parent company ByteDance has added a new team of moderators and legal specialists to review video flags by users alongside automated systems and existing moderation teams that already work to identify such material. And Facebook and Instagram existing tools for reporting content are easier for people to access, said Meta's Clegg, without providing more details. Now, Nick Clegg was, just for context, was a former leader of the UK-based Liberal Democrat Party who stepped down and took up a post with Facebook. The EU wants platforms to be more transparent about how they operate. So TikTok says European users will get more information about a broader range of content moderation decisions. For example, it says if they decide a video is ineligible for recommendation because it contains unverified claims, for example, about an election that is unfolding, they will let users know. And TikTok went on to say that they'll also share more detail about the decisions, including whether the action was taken by an automated technology, and also explain how both content creators and those who file a report can appeal a decision. Now, Google said it's expanding the scope of its transparency reports by giving more information about how it handles content moderation for more of its services, including search, maps, shopping, and Play Store, without providing more details. Now, people can also report fake accounts, and the kids will not be targeted with digital ads. The new law, which is in short for DSA, is not just about policing content. It's also aimed at stopping the flow of content, counterfeit Gucci handbags, pirated nice sneakers, and other dirty goods. Amazon says it has set up a new channel for reporting suspected illegal products and content, and is providing more publicly available information about third-party merchants. The online giant says it invests significantly in protecting its store from bad actors, illegal content, and in creating trustworthy shopping experience. And they have built on this strong foundation for DSA compliance. Customers only see content produced or screened by Zalando, the German company said. As a result, they have close to zero risk of illegal content, and therefore in a better position than many other companies when it comes to implementing the DSA changes. And that's the online fashion marketplace Zalando, which is setting up flagging systems of such content. Now, the perhaps even more important is something I mentioned earlier, which is that the kids will not be targeted with digital ads. Now, Brussels want to crack down on digital ads aimed at children over concerns about the privacy and manipulation. Some platforms already started tightening up ahead of Friday's deadline, which is today, even beyond Europe. TikTok said in July that it was restricting the types of data used to show ads to teens. Users who are 13 to 17 in the EU plus Britain, Switzerland, and Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein no longer see ads based on their activities or of TikTok. And it's doing the same in the US for 13 to 15-year-olds. On the other hand, Snapchat is restricting personalized and targeted advertising to users under 18. Meta in February stopped showing Facebook and Instagram users who are 13 to 17 years old. They stopped being shown ads based on their activity, such as following certain Instagram posts or Facebook pages. Now, age and location are the only data points advertisers can use to show ads to teens. And essentially, those are the changes that come in, I believe, on Friday today in the EU zone, which is the 27-nation member bloc, in relation to the media giants, social media giants, that's to say. And so there we shall leave it on this episode of the Diary of a Lawyer. Thanks for listening and watching. We shall speak again. Thank you.